points for electric cars are being made available from today, but critics say it doesn't go far enough. City Hall has announced plans to install 5 new special hubs in the capital, which allow vehicles to be charged in half an hour, but owners say it's just far too expensive. Here's our political correspondent, Simon Harris.
Michael bought an electric car to do his bit for the environment. Now he wishes he hadn't. He runs a driving school at Southgate in North London. Stressful enough, but nothing compared to finding a charging point.
Because I live in a flat, having a charger at my flat is just not really a viable option. I had 2 quotes, one was for £16,000 and the other was for £18,000. So I'm reliant on public chargers, which are very seldom around here and quite often are already taken.
The electric vehicle revolution was being celebrated today at the 3rd annual EV show in London's Excel. Here, EV evangelists massively outnumber the doubters.
I've been doing this for about 10 years and my first car would only do 70 miles and it took an enormous amount of planning and thinking and careful driving to do that, whereas now I get in a car that can do 250 miles without even thinking.
The boom in electric vehicle sales, thanks in part to ULEZ, means demand for charging points in London far exceeds supply. Transport for London's answer is to offer 5 new sites to potential operators of ultra-rapid charging hubs.
If you think about any technological revolution, for example, the introduction of the motor car itself, of course, in those early days, infrastructure was very threadbare, and that's why it's important that the private and public sector work together to enable that infrastructure to be in place, because people want to make the switch.
There are now more than 18,000 electric vehicle charging points in London. The average cost of charging a medium-sized car at home is £17, but that jumps to £40 at some of London's rapid charging points. The prices reflect the high cost of installing new chargers. The charging point needs to be approved by the local council. And then there's the challenge of getting a powerful enough electricity supply. It all adds to the cost. The financial and logistical challenges have made some charge point operators think twice about investing in London.
We tendered in for a couple of tenders, but we pulled out of a couple of tenders because we know that the delivery of the power in London, the delivery of the scale that they're looking to achieve in there, is just not working. It's just not achievable.
Cab drivers like Dale have their own demands.
We want to be able to just pull up in our own special allocated spaces, only for electric taxis. I know there's electric vehicles out there, but they can have their own chargers too. But we want them specially for black taxis, so we can boost it in half an hour, have a cup of tea, have a little rest, get back to work.
By the end of the decade, London should boast around 60,000 charging points, more than 3 times today's total. Simon Harris, ITV News, Southgate.